Hey guys, welcome back. Boltspider here, and I'm on the PTR because the new hero, Baptiste, has been launched. And oh, if you guys haven't seen the patch notes, I'm going to link them down in the description. There are a lot of changes to go over, but let's go over Baptiste real quickly. Baptiste is a battle-hardened combat medic who wields an assortment of experimental devices and weaponry to keep allies alive and eliminate his enemies. His biotic launcher fires three-round bursts that reward accuracy and recoil control with significant damage outputs. His alternate fire lobs grenades that heal allies near the point of impact with regenerative burst. Baptiste activates an intense surge that heals himself and nearby allies over time. When the danger is near, Baptiste can toss out an immortality field to prevent allies from dying, and he moves around the battlefield with exo boots, jumping over obstacles and clearing distances that would stop other heroes. He deploys his amplification matrix as his ultimate, which doubles the damage and healing effects of friendly projectiles. Now, let's just see. This is what he looks like, and this is his gun. Looks like it is 3 heal pods, 3 grenade pods, which is pretty cool, and I really like it. And his design really looks cool. I'm waiting for all the skins to come out because that will be a separate video. We've already seen his heroic emote and his victory pose. Do you want a bandage for that? I love that voice line. Do we have any noteworthy sprays for him? Like a base spray or something? No, we don't. His highlight intro, the base one is already pretty cool. And I know whose golden weapon I'm getting instead of Sombra's, because that looks amazing. A lot of things are missing from the hero gallery, which is weird. And let's go into the practice range. Now, people have been saying it's taking a few moments, but not for me. So, I want to look at Baptiste as a hero. Okay, so now tanks and supports are even... Whoa! So his right click is heal grenade. Oh? Okay. So he's a burst shot. That's pretty cool. And he is... If you look at the bottom right corner... What? Hello? I want to see his ult. And when you reload it, reloads. That's cool. And let's see his ult. Huh? Excuse me? And he does... Hold crouch to jump higher. Oh, that's cool. So we have another hero with a crouch ability. He does feel a bit sluggish, but with the exo, that's pretty cool. So you really have to be precise with him. I really like the feel of him. Okay, this is a mini brig. That's cool. I really like that. Okay, let's go down through the list now. Some of them I can't show because they are ultimates. Ana's Nano Boost has been... The healed reduce has been from 300 to 250. And that's pretty good. Next is Doomfist. His E ability and his shift ability has been reduced to 6 seconds from 5 seconds, which is actually from 7 seconds to 6 seconds. Then Hanzo's sonar arrow, sonic arrow range has been increased, which is pretty nice. Next we have Lucio's sound amplifier. Sound waves now continue towards offensive assists. McCree Fan the Hammer is now a total of the damage went from 55 to 50, which is total of 300. So how many shots, how many right clicks does it take to stop? Actually, okay, it takes, yeah, 4 shots. And his Deadeye increased from 275 to 550 after locking onto the target for 2 seconds. 2.5 seconds. Which is pretty cool. It keeps it the same, which is good, but it nerfs it a bit. Next is May. Her blaster, her left click does 55 damage now from 45, and her wall now has 400 HP, which is very, very, very good because that stops the Hanamura choke. And then Moira, let's see, Moira is all the way down here. Heals all the time during her self-heal is now 4 seconds and it does 65 and all that. The next hero is Orisa's Fusion Driver. Her movement speed is now 30%, which isn't really much of a difference from her normal speed, which feels nice. It feels nice because you can move almost as fast as your team with this one, because I don't feel a difference of the movement speed, but she's still loud. Next is Pharah, doing total of 20 splash damage, which is nice. Minimum explosion damage increased from 16.25 to 20. So the minimum splash damage is 20. And it definitely looks as so. So it takes 5 rockets, or 10 rockets to kill someone if you're doing splash damage. Soldier 76 has been changed somewhat. Sprint delay before you use sprint again is from 0.5 seconds to 0.3. Tactical Visor can now target Rope Tire and Immortality Field. And he does 20 damage again. If you guys remember, last year they nerfed Soldier 76, where he did a total of 20 damage to 19. They now reverted that, so it definitely helps him in the DPS field. Sombra's hack's cooldown is now half when hacking health packs. Now the significant change is Torb. He now has 50 armor. So whenever he molten cores, he only gains 100. Which is very different. Now one of them is with the Widow, where if you ult and you die, it gets cancelled. And if you're outside of the radius of the Venom Mine, you don't take damage. They fix that bug. Now, I use infrared sight, and it turns off. So, you have to be very careful when you infrared sight now, because that could definitely hurt a lot of strategies. And finally, they fixed it. You can adapted shield in ball form. So if you guys remember, when you used to adaptive shield, you get canceled out of ball form. And when you canceled out of ball form, you were an easy target. But now, if you're in ball form, you could just shield up, which is quite cool. I really like that. And let's see, what else do they have on here? We have armor. Beam type damage is now reduced by 20% when hitting armor. So beam type damage is Symmetra, Moira, and Zarya. And damage over time effects are no longer metagraded by armor. Damage boost is now applied when a projectile is fired rather than when it hits the target, which is very nice. And they've fixed a lot of bugs that have been needed. Kind of like fix a bug where the need healing callout wouldn't display in chat if the hero you targeted didn't have the healing ability, which is nice. And fix a bug where switching between Junkrat skins, one of his bombs would spin. I'm trying to look at anything else, but there's not really much, as I really like this new hero. That is a projectile, and I think it can be eaten by Zarya. And that's a new shield. That's a new shield. And looks like he does a good amount of damage. Looks like headshots bring him down to, because if you look at it, they have a total of, they're down by 190 damage. So that is 75. Actually. Huh? Two punches are 10 damage. So your math is confusing. 10, 20. Hey, do you guys have a total of 8 bars? So essentially, you're doing 45 damage, which is cool. And then healing looks like it's around 45, 50 healing. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to look into the numbers. And he does have fall off range, which is pretty good. But yeah, overall, this hero is quite fun, and I really am going to enjoy. Does this not? I don't know what the ult does. Project a matrix that doubles the damage and healing effects applied. Oh. Oh. I need to test this because I didn't look at that close enough. Yeah, he definitely rewards you on aim. That's for sure. And recoil compensation. And it's weird having the new hero here. So you would drop it down. Oh. Okay, I see what they mean. Oh, so doubles the damage, right? So you're essentially, you can one-shot 150 HP heroes or 200 HP characters, and you can fully heal them. So And you can place it so far away. And you can... Look at this. I hear the critical hit. I really like this character. Like, this is a mix of Brig, because his shift is like rally. The immortality bubble is like the old Symmetra shield buff, which it looks like it gives out. I wonder how much. Let me just take some damage. And let's see how much it gives us. 40 HP. It makes our HP 40. So no matter what, it's gonna be 40. And if you guys listen closely, you can hear the... You could hear the sounds of the different boost, the ammo boost. This is interesting. Because one more thing I want to test is the immortality bubble, and if you just place it around enemies to see what happens. So if you just toss it in front of an enemy, what happens? Okay, they can shoot through it. It's only if it's around an ally. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy this hero. It's... You could make the... Wait. I didn't notice that meter at first. But I love this hero. I could tell I'm already gonna have fun with this in Season 15. Or whenever we get him. You could do so much cool stuff with him. But anyways, this is just me going over everything that's on the PTR, which is pretty cool. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. If you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button down below, and if you want to see more, please subscribe for future content, as I upload every day at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And goodbye.